Hi everybody, today I'm going to record all the screenshots that I took of great plays, great risk reward, so on. And we're going to go in order of least risk, and reward is just going to vary um, by just screenshot by screenshot. The first one here we have a option docu. So DocuSign is the stock. Right here we have the option. Each screenshot is gonna look a little bit different each time because I changed the setup a lot, the way I have all the charts displayed, and I'm constantly changing it to see which one fits best. But anyways, here was the play. This is the daily chart. It basically dropped because of earnings. It dropped literally almost $100. Actually, I think it was around $100. As you can see here in the pre-market, um, 95.5, $55. And the contract went from $1. So remember that each time you see pennies, it's actually times 100. So one penny times 100 is $1. So that was on Wednesday. And then on the Friday, I think I don't know if Thursday was a holiday. I don't know what the heck was going on here. But it went from $1 all the way to a max of 1,000. So 10 times 100 is 1,000. So that was a good, crazy move. The option was basically trying to target the 145 level, which it certainly passed. Well, actually, it didn't even pass. Wait, did it pass? Yeah, it did pass. It went below 145 to all the way to 137, the lowest. And I don't know if I finished the whole day. I think I just screenshotted it like partially done. And let's go on to the next one. So this is a 1,000, sorry, this is a 99,000% return. 99,000% return. How do you calculate percent return? Is you have the final amount that is made. For example, right here it made 1,000 minus how much it cost divided by the cost times 100. So basically, 10 minus 1 penny or 1,000 minus $1 is 999. 999 divided by 1 is 999 times 100 is 99,000. Okay. Next one is right here. This was an spy. The spy just dropped. This was during the pandemic, I think. Was it? Was it during the pandemic? No, this was not during the pandemic. This is 12/1/21. The stock market dropped only 1%, but still was a significant move because the SPY was already high, so 1% was a big move. So you see this big candle dropping. It retraced. The market looked kind of weak at that point right there, and the option went from $2 all the way to $6.43 the same day. $2, $6.43, and this was a 29,000% return. Next one. Here we have an option that went from, I mean, you could say three, I mean one, but I put three for whatever reason. It went from 3 to $200. The play was against SPY, I guess rejected or instead of breaking out, it just faked out. So it dropped. You can see here, I take a good picture of the 1 minute chart, but here's the 30-minute chart. It failed, so whoop, it just drops. And that is a 5,200% return. Right. Oh, sorry. Let's say more. All right. This one is. It went from $4 or $2 to $40. This is just a 900% return if you do it by four. And the reason I don't put exactly the number that comes out here is because it's hard to catch that. It's hard, really hard to catch the very bottom. And remember, all these plays are not plays that I have not taken. I just watched them happen, but I didn't do nothing about it. Okay, here it's a the spy move basically at 12:45, and at 12:45 we made this move. That's where we get this move. All right, next one is this is just this is actually a stock. This was not an option play. This is a penny stock that went from $5 all the way to $77, a 1,440% return. And an insane move for a stock to make that type of move. Obviously, I didn't take a picture of the return during the day because right here we have that already. It was this screenshot was taken on the next day. I think it's ORPH. Okay, so yeah, that's why I ignored this percent return because it doesn't reflect this day. It's reflecting the next day. So yeah, this is a chart. It's crazy. Those happen in penny stocks. Penny stocks, just like options, very risky. All right, this one is $5 turning into 181 with a SPY, and this is basically a kind of breakout, I guess, in an intraday with room to move somewhat. This is recent. Next one is option going from $5 to 180, 5,000%, no, 3,500% return. It's on Netflix, but this is something that's almost impossible to catch just because it happens so fast. There's no way you really catch this. Here we have $5 going turning into 350. This is on the SPY. I guess it's just momentum, just going on the opposite direction. Kind of sticks around the VWAP. The move, you could say, starts around 10:30. Here's 10:30. Yeah, 10:30 right here. So from here to here, it drops, and then it goes back up. Drops, and then it goes back up. Right here. That big drop. So it typically follows. It does follow the stock price, but it moves more aggressively. Next one. Here we have $5 turning into $1,250. This is on Shopify. It's a last minute type of move. It went from here 1070 all the way to 1110, a $40 move. I think this was on Friday on an expiration date. On expiration date, options tend to be cheap, and that's when you make those type of moves and you benefit from them. You can see here it started a little bit after 12. Right here, two options started to build after 12. Um, why the crazy move? Shit, I think it was just technical, just a pump, just manipulation. Manipulation does occur. This was a 24,000% return. Here we have $7 turning to 30. $7 turning to 30. Um, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's 328%. You can buy, maybe 3 contracts or 4 or 5, depending on your risk level. And this is on the SPY. SPY was just breaking down. Mini scalp. Nothing too crazy. Next one is there's a penny stock again. This penny stock went from $7 all the way to $38 in a matter of minutes, or more like it went like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 15, about like an hour and a half. It did that type of thing. Next one, we have stock an option that goes from $8 all the way to 353. That's 3,650% return. This is basically just a break, not a real big breakout, but it is a breakout of consolidation, as you can see here. Oh, this is Netflix. Sorry, Netflix. Yeah, so this is Netflix, and yeah, it's pretty clear. Consolidation breaks out, and it has this target of 685 as a price target. Doesn't reach it, but probably the next day I think it does. All right, next one. We have an option that goes from around $9 all the way to 195. That's 2,066% return. This is on Amazon, and it happened around 9:30ish, 9:40ish, and right here you can see 9:30ish, 9:40ish. Breaks above VWAP and kind of like bounces off the 13 EMA, which is a good kind of way of seeing that maybe it's about to make a move. It starts bouncing off EMA. And yeah, next one. Here we have Apple, huge breakout, basically continuation from the previous breakout because it basically held, like so, just the breakout line, breaks out the prior day, holds above it, and then the next day just destroys these levels. It's not a big move, it's $3, like $4 move, which is decent. It goes from around $10 all the way to 149. This is a 1,340% return. Next one, we have an option that went from $10, or you could say even less than the day before. Ford went from basically broke out at a breakout line, and boom, just blasted off, went up 22 to 24, which is 11% return. In the day that went from $10 to 95, that's 800% return. Next one is Facebook. Facebook, I guess, just trending up. So you can, if I was to able to draw something, it will show you like a draw. Boom. Basically, it goes like this, like that. Can I undo that? I don't know how to undo it. Basically, it goes down, up, down, up, down, up. Alright. It's just and then this last candle, it's like a bounce. So boom, it's most likely gonna continue higher. Uh, Pick that up. Alright. Cool. How do I get out of this? Ah shoot. Great. What was I at? I think it was like a Ford. Yeah, Facebook. Alright, next one is Walmart. Walmart breaks down because the day before it already had broken down a good amount. It just continued down. This type of move caused an option to go from $6 to $3. A huge move. This is 2,700%. When I put 10 to 280, but Alright, next one we have Rivian. Rivian went from like 90-ish all the way to 75 in the stock, so it went down. And when you bet that the stock's gonna go down with the put, you can see that the put went from $10 to 370. That's a 3,600% return. And you can see the chart here, how the option just gains value in that move exponentially. And then when it reverses, it basically gives all that back. So that's why options are dangerous. You don't get out if you get in here, you end up losing, you know, $200 in a matter of 30 minutes. Gotta be careful. Or you can make, 230 minutes. Next one, we have, I think, an earnings play. So yeah, this is Netflix. This Netflix play basically went from 8, the lowest of $8 all the way to 22. Sorry, from $8 to $2,200, 21,000% return, or more if you go based off $8. And this was just a gap down. It was earnings play. There's something, it moved more than $100, something that's unexpected. But some people played it, and that was kind of smart of them, and they had the money to like risk without really getting anything in return. That's basically how options work. You have to like, you can't expect it to work all the time. Honestly, you can only expect it to work less than 50%. But the return has to be significantly higher than what you put in. Otherwise, most of the time you're just gonna lose and lose, and you gotta be okay with that because you know you lose more here than just trading equities, and significantly more, especially when without experience. Here we have an option. I think this is one of my favorite ones. Basically, it happened in the day and on a Friday. It went from actually $5, but I put $10, all the way to $7,600. The option. The stock is Shopify. You have this beautiful resistance level, like it goes all the way to back here. It's not that clear, but it's more like a little zone. This stock just decides to just gain momentum and just blast through it. And we can see here the 1 minute chart that it just like not even like bounces off this line. It just breaks through it, consolidates, breaks, and steadily continues higher, which is probably what's gonna happen with Netflix. Just insane type of moves right here. This one was I was seeing it happen. I'm just like, wow, I was in disbelief. All right, next one is uh, option that goes from around 11-ish all the way to the 320s, a little bit higher too. That's a 2,800% return. This is Tesla. Tesla broke out of this like little line. It already had broken out of this consolidation, but it has this move to move, and it does feel it. Here's the the 1 minute chart, daily chart. And the way I like to look for these kind of plays is I look at the daily chart. I see the target. I see if the target's affordable with the options, and then I decide how many contracts. And then the hardest part is the entry probably because you gotta time it right. You gotta read the technicals. For here, it started bouncing off the EMA. I should have trusted that. But if I did trust that, I would see this drop, and I would have probably gotten out here, gotten faked out, and then this fake out turns into another, EMA VWAP bounce, and from there um, it's just history right there. So you got to be willing to hold all this and then this again, and it's very, very, very difficult to hold. Next one. I'm not gonna do many of these. I think I'm just gonna go up to like maybe $20 options Right now we're at $15 options. This $15 option was actually this is just stock I think as an option. This option for no reason I think I don't even know the reason why it went up like that. I think it was just those hype plays. I think this was Reddit. Wall Street Bets pump went from 32 all the way to the 40s. The option went from around 15 all the way to 600. So that's a $3,900, 3,900% return. This next one is 16 to 60 bucks. Not that impressive. 276, 75% return. The play here is just by just gapping down and continuing down. It's a slow move, but you see the options kind of take advantage of that from I don't even know where I got the 16. I think it was like right here, 16 all the way to 60. Yeah, this move right here. So it's honestly a play of la volatility. You could play the whole move, but since it's so volatile, it will scare you out of your position, and a very difficult play right here. Next one is $18 turns 38. That's just 111% return. Not a big move. And this is actually a stock. This is not an option play. Um, Broke out of this zone right here. These peaks. Boom, blasted off. You know, good move, nice move, but risky. Options are risky. I mean, penny stocks. I consider penny stock the one before because was it Carnival? Because the market cap is low. I think low. The next one is 18 into 180. So this is a swing trade. Obviously, adding it's this was almost impossible to catch because it happened during aftermarket or before market open. It just completely gapped. So not something to look at. Uh, Next one is a $18 to 450, 2,400% Disney. So Disney gained sympathy from Netflix. If you thought Netflix was gonna have bad earnings, you could have also, you know, tried to play Disney, and Disney had a also kind of fell with Netflix's news earnings, which is a about what from 150 ish. 150 is what to 140 is 10, so like $13 move I have right here. Um, and it should have seen it coming. If Netflix is gonna have earnings, you should have played with something that's similar industry. So that's a kind of a smart thing to do. If you see like Tesla, you might want to play Rivian if it's cheaper. And but this is not advice. Don't take my advice. Anyway, so it broke down this level two as well, so it continued kind of down. An option, yeah, just did that move. Next one is now we're hitting the 20s, the $20 options, $20 to $80. Um, this is a very choppy move. Honestly, the play here, what is it? Um, Apple. This is just a volatile play. Nothing, honestly, nothing to be really looking at. Um, Very messy, very volatile, just noisy, very noisy. Even though you see some type of direction, it's very noisy. Not something to really waste your time with. So I'm just gonna move on. Here we have $20 to 83. This is a kind of a breakout, little breakout right here. Um, what am I looking at? Oh, sorry, ignore these. What is Angel? Okay, so this is a clear one. See this consolidation right here? It breaks down. So that type of move generates an option that goes from 17 all the way to 83, which is pretty decent. And because even though it's not like huge reward, I mean it's almost 300% return. The the move is clear. You know, you have your support, but it breaks it. So if it breaks it, it's gonna break pretty hard, and it did break pretty hard. All right, next one, 20 to 90. This is DraftKings, and also another breakdown of how clear that is. Boom, on the daily chart, pop, breaks down. Still have room to move, I think. Next one, 20 to $100, mRNA, another breakdown. Boom, boom. This one is 20 to 110 Nvidia, all-time highs. The day before that was probably better. It was just like continuation. Went from 20s, yeah, to 110, 20s. And I'm trying to play here in the top, which is pretty darn stupid. And it was a call like, what the heck was I thinking? So yeah, I mean, look at the stock move. It's going kind of still going high, even though it's still going high. The option, because it's so far out of the money, $800 call. When we're at 767, and this might be a Friday, it goes down. You know, good thing I got out. Otherwise, you know, I would have lost. You know, so I bought it at 113. If I would have sold here, I would have lost $70, $73. That's a huge amount for my account size. All right, I gotta earn a large account. I can't start with a large account. You gotta earn it. Here was just a mini breakdown play. It broke down for a bit, then it reversed. You know, if you wanted to catch that kind of move, that's fine. You know, you just gotta scalp it like quick. Once you see this like large volume on the reversal candle, you gotta get the heck out. Oh yeah, this is a I mean percent return. Also 20 to 120. This is Roku. The play, just retracement, skills, short squeeze, contract, 7 to 138, a 1 minute chart. This is 20 to 130, the last minute, I guess. 20 ish, 130 ish, the option, the play, kind of a breakout. Here, you got NVIDIA, the play, retracement, or, yeah, kind of retracement. Oh, I'm so sore from my body. Alright, next one. It's $20 to 230. Bed Bath and Beyond. See how much it breaks. 22 around $23 breaks down all the way to like 16. The option, you know, you gotta play it the day before. You could have bought it for $5. I put 20 just because, you know, more realistic type of capture. Next one is 200 or 300. Uh, I don't know what type of move it is. I think it's just a hype play. You can see here on the daily, it's going through a hype cycle. It kind of broke out again, went up, and then continued, you know, gapped up. So, yeah, that's all it is. Here. Who is? This is Peloton. Short squeeze, I guess. Just gains momentum. These are hard to catch. They just happen randomly, and you don't know what to expect from them. They just happen, and I just tend to let them go because they fake out sometimes. All right, I mean all of them fake out, but those are probably most likely. Here we have kind of a breakout and retracement on Tesla on 200 220 with some news. Here we have a breakdown with momentum, AMD 17 to wire 20 to 440. Really good return. Uh, Here we have 2450. Oh, that's really good, clear chart. AMD, AMC, sorry, it's AMC. This when all the hype was happening with Wall Street bets. Makes this nice move. All right, next one. Um, I guess this got down and then just recovered. This is GameStop. Yeah, decent move, $100 to 600. I don't know why I put 20. That doesn't make sense. I don't see 20. I don't know why I put 20. Sorry, guys. Here we have Amazon. Who bought the day before because you thought it was gonna keep breaking down from the day before. As you can see here, which it did, broke down the day before, and they thought it was going to continue lower, which I did based on volume profile. You see the valley right here, it's like where there hasn't been much activity. Stocks tend, stock prices tend to go to places where activity hasn't really occurred, and it's kind of like a vacuum where it just gets sucked in there. Like nobody's really bought here to support it. Maybe here, people are willing to support it, but here nobody has really been there. All these people that got in at these prices are letting go of it until it reaches like that point. The option went from $20 all the way to 6,000 or 5,000. I put 5,000, so that's 24,000% return. An insane amount, insane move, crazy, crazy, crazy. And I think this was also a Friday. And let me verify. Let me see if this was a Friday. This happened, I think. You can see the date. This happened this month, January, January 21st. Yep, Friday. All right. I think. All right. I think we're done. There's other ones that I could show you. Like for example, let me kind of like reduce screen. Sorry. Let me see. Let me see some insane ones. Some insane percent return. Uh, we got this one. This is the earnings play Nike. Nike went from 133 all the way to 154. $23 to 900. We got 9,000% return. Amazon swing. This was on, yeah, same thing. It's basically the same one I showed you. We have a Google Play, just collapses. Look at this activity, and then boop, collapses. Yeah. Let's see, AMC. This is the FOMO, 40 to 2,000. It's really good. We got Nvidia, all-time highs. You can see here, breaks all-time highs and just continuous like crazy. 71 to 3,300. It's insane. See, 800%, 600%. As we go higher, the return is are less because the more you put in, the less the return based on the type of move. You could get like a good, nice return still within 1,000%. But the real returns are like when you get these massive moves where you just have to put a little bit to make a lot. And that's pretty much it. Buying contracts out of the money with good probabilities ends up, working out pretty good for me. I haven't been successful because I tend to, in short words, bitch out. Like I flake. I get scared. I'm like, no, I don't want to do it, and I don't do it, and I miss out all the time. So I need to get better at sticking to the plan. Eventually, I'm gonna be confident enough to hold and grow the account with a couple trades that go fantastic. Till then, I will be losing money. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be posting it on YouTube. All right. See you, everybody. Bye.